Hi and welcome. So here we are, Metal Gear Solid 5. The beginning of it with Ground Zeroes. So yeah, it means I'm actually pretty close to my aim of having the entire Metal Gear Solid series, not including the Metal Gear series, canon that's on my channel. So this is the nerve-wracking bit. I'm not going to try and spoil anything, but yeah, we're just going to take it one step at a time. In case people are wondering, I'm doing Borderless 4 full screen at 1440, even though I'm running at 1080, because it'll act as an an AA effect, so enhanced visuals, but the actual draw distance of the Fox engine is derived from its resolution, so I should get a little bit distance in view detail. But that's about all I need to say, really. So here we are, Big Boss sat there ready to be deployed. So save data from previous interruption mission already exists. Yes, I know, I've been doing recording tests. But yes, and it's going to be normal. So rescue Mother Base member Chico and high-value target Paz from US Naval Prison Facility, and escape the mission area by chopper. Yeah, we're going to continue. In an era when the world was still divided into East and West, the boss, the mother of the Special Forces of Hero World War II, in orders of the US government, her final apprentice, Naked Snake, took her life, but the boss, her defection, was no more than a cover. She made a sacrifice herself to prevent nuclear war. The boss used Snake to ensure the philosopher's legacy, the vast military fund under the Soviet Union control, would reach America. For those outstanding compliments, she was given the title Big Boss. After returning back to America, Snake began recruiting soldiers to help Kazuki Miller, the man he first met in a World Zone in 1994, basically Peace Walker. Meanwhile, Major Zero, the man who once worked with Snake to create the Special Field Unit Fox, used Philosopher's Legacy to expand his intelligence organization, Cypher. No military of his own, Zero longed to join his old comrade Snake and sent Operative Paz to make contact. Paz attempted to steal nuclear-equipped walking tank back Metal Gear Zeke. So yeah, a little bit too quick for me to be able to read the full thing, but if you want it, you can easily pause and go back.
She told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it. How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
"10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Trojan horse is in! This pirate crackdown's a go! Move!
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring him back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point. We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Are being held in an old unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Mission info has been updated.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area.
So yes, we are now...
Press the call button to get more intel.
We are now in the game properly. And as you can see, they really do maintain the quality of the intro into the game, which is really, really impressive. I mean, for the time when this came out, the graphics was, and still holds up pretty well. But I need to start this just like it was a Peace Walker mission. Ooh.
All quiet? Those new guys. You see their choppers? Who are they with?
Beats me, man. Green Berets, SEALs.
Those ain't no jarhead birds, I can tell you that. Some paramilitary setup?
Some of the guys are saying... You know what? Best we just drop this, right?
Sure.
You get on with what you was doing. So yeah, as with... I've not restarting this save, so I do have alternate options for weapons, but I'm going to be going with the standard weapons. But what we do need to do... Walkman. We can't do the Chico's tape. Pre-briefing. Oh, this is gonna be a mess, isn't it? So...
Snake, yesterday we received official communication from the IAEA. It says, it has come to our attention that your organization recently purchased nuclear fuel from Uzbekistan authorities. We request permission to inspect your facilities.
What a load of bullshit.
Yeah, they're after Metal Gear Zeke's nuclear warhead. I'm betting this is payback from Cypher after Paz's leak.
Using the UN.
There's no telling how much influence they have. But the IAEA can only do inspections in countries that are party to the NPT.
And we're not a country.
Exactly. We haven't signed a safeguards agreement with the IAEA over peaceful nuclear use, and we're not obligated to report any nuclear material we have, nor information about any nuclear facilities. The IAEA has no authority to inspect us.
But despite all that,
That nuke's our last line of defense. We don't want to announce we have it until the world is preparing to wipe us off the map. Until then, we let everyone think we're just a private army with conventional firepower.
what's Huey's take?
That the problem's how to hide the nuke in Metal Gear. But I gotta tell you, he was all for it.
I see. But there's no way we can have the IAEA poking around here.
So what do? Ignore them?
Send them an official letter of refusal. Say that we're a private organization and we've done nothing to attract this suspicion.
You got it.
That's kind of the angle that they was taking. Let's see how this progresses.
We finished Zeke's waterproofing reinforcement yesterday. The day after tomorrow, we'll be done installing the main depth control tank, the compressed air tank, and the attitude control propeller pod.
Huey.
If the underwater test goes well, next week we'll try the 300-foot seabed depth.
Drop the act, Huey. How did we end up agreeing to the nuclear inspection?
Because after you sent that letter, I told them. After careful reconsideration, we agree to your request. And frankly, we should be inspected. This is our chance. If they come and go without discovering the nuke, we can tell the world we're clean. Of course, it's risky, and we'll have to make sure everything's perfect, but it'll be worth it.
Huey, can they do an inspection without going through the Board of Governors?
We contacted the IAEA's admin branch, and they said there's no record of us being brought up at any of the board's meetings.
I'd say probably a preliminary inspection to determine whether we should be referred to the board. So it's bound to be a small inspection team, and they won't be here that long. Don't worry, leave everything to me.
Has the media gotten wind of this?
Yeah, 2 major Western networks want to do stories on us. I planned on saying yes.
What? You want to broadcast this place to the world?
That's why I agreed to the inspection. This is a golden opportunity. We can use the media to prove to the world we don't have a nuke. Besides, even if we said no, it would just be delaying the inevitable.
Kaz, our hands are tied now. Start getting the place ready.
Thanks, boss.
Don't get the wrong idea. You've set it up so that any more changes of heart will arouse suspicion, that's all.
Zeke stays, but we'll have to move all other AFVs to shore. Any potential troublemakers can go with them for some mandatory R&R. Sound good, boss?
Just do it. About the inspection, what do we tell the men?
The truth. What else? The one thing we don't need to worry about is anyone here spilling the beans about Zeke.
Good point. What about the Sandinistas? There's still quite a few of them left on the base.
I hate to say it, but it won't look good having Soviet bloc personnel here. The problem is, moving a group that size in a hurry would look even worse.
At least Amanda's on assignment in Cuba. They'd recognize her. She should stay put for now.
All civilians save Huey will have to return to their countries.
Even your Parisian?
Of course. We'll get her whatever paper she needs. Dr. Strangelove's departure came at a perfect time. The less Zeke-related staff here, the better.
Wait, she left?
That's right. You were away on a mission. She left last week. There's nothing cooking in AI weapons research, and Zeke is complete. There was really no reason for her to hang around.
I'm surprised Huey let her go that easy.
Yeah, his crush on Strangelove was never much of a secret, huh? He followed her everywhere while Zeke was in development. Boy, would she get pissed. But he does have a lot on his mind right now. I've got bigger issues to deal with. That's what he said.
That's the spirit, Huey.
So in that tape, we get the information about what happened to the key people in the story of Peace Walker. Because basically, if I understand this correctly, Peace Walker ended in November of 74, and this is March of 75. So even though, you know, they said the comment you did well for, you still do well for your age, you know, it's only really been 4 or 5 months? No, 4 months since Big Boss saw action.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her
Okay,
before
so
we're
we've heard
compromised?
that one coming in.
Still no sign of Chico?
What's going on?
It's Amanda in Cuba. Our resupply package arrived, but Chico wasn't with it. Relax, Amanda. I'm sure he's just exploring Havana or something. First time in the big city. Could have gotten carried away.
Cos, wait. The boat Chico was on, did it stop anywhere before it got to Havana?
Yeah, it had to refuel at Santiago de Cuba. You don't think... Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. He does this now?
It's 60 miles from Santiago to the prison camp. Chico used to cross the mountains with the older Sandinistas like it was nothing. He'll make that in 3 days.
Still, even if he does find his way there...
You know how reckless he can be. Chico thinks we've abandoned Paz. That's why he's doing this.
We'll start by having the intel detachment in Cuba look for him. We can't let him be captured.
There's some cages to the east of a big building. East an old grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
It's a setup.
We have no choice.
Yeah. If Chico talks, he could blow the nuke cover up. We can't hold off until the inspection's over.
When can we be ready?
It'll take at least 16 hours to confirm the flight path and prep a bird. The intel unit has started reconning the area.
Sounds like I'll have to miss the inspection.
Boss, we'll just have to send someone else to get them out.
No. I'll go.
Yeah. Chico and Paz would only take orders from you anyway. And we can't go taking on those Marines at the base head on. It's gotta be off the radar, and it's gotta be you.
Hold down the fort, Cos.
Snake, you can forget about civil liberties where you're headed. God only knows what they'd do to you if you got caught. Do not let that happen. The Cubans leased the land to the U.S. as a gesture for helping them gain independence from Spain. The deal remains in effect until both countries agree to dissolve it, or the U.S. abandons the land. That's why America still operates the base even after La Revolucion. Problem is, it's leased land.
Meaning it isn't American soil, so the U.S. Constitution doesn't apply there. That allows them to withhold its civil rights protections.
Yeah, that's Uncle Sam's excuse. The area was originally only for detaining refugees from countries like Cuba and Haiti. But a few years ago, the CIA and its like started using it as a black site. Enemies of the state are renditioned there and subjected to extreme forms of interrogation. You can bet Cypher had a hand in that. As you'd expect, American and other Western human rights organizations aren't allowed anywhere near the place. What happens there disappears down the memory hole.
Who knows what they're doing to Chico and Paz?
I'd like to interrogate her ourselves. But if worst comes to worst, make sure she's dead. Chico, on the other hand, we have to bring back, fast. He knows too much about us.
Cos?
The area is surrounded by mines placed by both the U.S. and Cuba, making escape on foot impossible. You're heading into the lion's den, Snake. Don't take this one lightly. Come back in one piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably do the Paz tapes on the main menu after. But in the meantime...
If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
So, I'm gonna get a better view from that tower. So let's get up here.
To climb an obstacle, press the action button.
Okay, let's go back in stealth mode.
There's a guard up there. If you're going to eliminate him, use a gun.
I'm not going to eliminate him. Right, so we head up. Slow down.
Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Lie down. Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
Okay, stick you in the air. Let's get down. Right. Then we head over this way, following that jeep. Now, if you tap the action button quickly, he does the lockpicking faster.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
Can do. What I want to do...
You can use your iDroid to check all sorts of operational data. The map,
Is he behind?
the target's locations. It'll help a lot if
He
you
is. Okay, so... let's get down. Head this way. Do this. That should render him useless for a bit. We keep crawling around here.
Contact me if you need advice.
Will do. Oh, you don't sound well at all. Okay.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
Yep, that's fine. I've got something to do first.
CQC is effective for dealing with nearby enemies.
Let's let this truck go past. Get down.
Speak.
The map
Thank
has
you.
been updated.
Aim that into the sky. There is a button to turn it off, but I really can't be bothered to find it. Right. Get down here. And we pick this guy up. And let's drop him here.
Get down.
And let's...
Speak.
The map has been updated.
So why did I do that?
Prisoner, you gonna help him? If
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
extract him, carry him to the RV and call in the chopper.
Yep.
Guessing you didn't come here just to save my ass. Am I right? Yeah, this'll help with whatever you're doing. Hey, you went inside the admin building. Here's the drainage channel.
The map has been updated.
Right, so we go up here. Back to where we started, and we call the chopper in.
Keep low. You can check the controls on the pause screen.
So we do this,
Please
request
select a
chopper.
Landing zone confirmed.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
Thanking you. So that's this little corner pacified. Let's just reload that. Here, choppy choppy. Come on. sounds promising.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
There you are. Hi, Morpho.
This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
Come on. Come down. Right, let's transfer him in. Let's get down.
Mission abort.
Right, and that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Till next time, have a good one.